Hello. How do? I have a bunch of tabs open right now, which is why I think it's running a little slow. So I'm just going to shut down all these little tabby boys. Get out of here, tabbies. Nobody wants you. Unless you're a kitten. Tabby kitten, I'll take. Is that better? Let's see. Is my microphone working? It was working, and then that looked like it wasn't working. Audio. Aggregate device. What are you talking about? Aggregate device. Get out of here. Shut up with your aggregate device. Hello? Why is my microphone not working? Hello? LSB, LSC USB microphone. Boop, 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 doop. There we go. Hello, everybody. Say hi to me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How do? Made a fresh batch of coffee. And by batch, I mean 1 cup of, using a Keurig. Extremely wasteful. All right. So I'm here to show you what I have coming out this week at me comic shop. Do I need any of this stuff? No. I'm going to go through the comics. I'm going to count them. I'm going to mark them off of my invoice. I'm going to take notes on if any of you want me to put anything aside for you. Anything you're interested in, just comment below. Let me know. Also, just comment below and say hi. Tell me what's going on in your life. Give me the deets. Hey, Eric. What's up? I am the great and powerful JD. How's it going? Hi, Carol. Oh, they sent me some posters. The Infinite Frontier poster from DC. It's the next stage in the DC universe. Infinite Frontier number 0 is coming out soon after Future State is over. Heroes will return. Mysteries will be exposed. Threats will be revealed. So yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on next. And I hope they... Is that a different costume for Wally West? I hope so. Let's see. What's the Wally West costume? It's kind of the same costume for Wally West. All right, we got that one. What else do we get? We got Wonder Woman Infinite Frontier. There's Yara Flores, Wonder Girl. I'm assuming that's Diana. And Nubia. Very cool. And let's see. Carol has a test tomorrow. Carol, I also have a test tomorrow. And that test is called fatherhood. My baby is we're going to go induce. We're going to go into the hospital tomorrow and induce my wife. And we're going to have a baby. Eric says, I fell down the steps and sprayed my patella tendon. That sucks. It's better than your Nutella tendon. Less delicious than your Nutella tendon. I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. That sucks, buddy. God. How long are you laid up for? Wait, are you laid up? Or are you just getting around with a sprained ankle. What else we got? What's this? Justice League? Got a Justice League poster. Let's see. This looks like it's by David Marquez. Is that correct? Is that David Marquez? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not David Marquez. Who is this? Ooh, I like this. Who is this? That's David Marquez. Right? Yeah, that's David Marquez. Ooh, is Crush going to be on the team? Got the Suicide Squad. This is a good... I like this. This gets me stoked. Whoa, that's actually a big deal. Yes, it is. I am terrified. I'm terrified. Hi, Holly. Molly Hebert. Herbert Wilson. Eric, woo! Congrats, you rascal. Thank you, buddy. And we got a Batman poster for Infinite Frontier. I don't know which one of these to put up and which ones to give away. They're pretty dope. This one looks like it's by Jorge Jimenez. Yeah, it is. I love Jorge Jimenez. Goddamn. I like Jorge Jimenez quite a bit. He's been killing it on the Batman. Sid! Hi, Sid. Hi, JD. You're going to be a great papa. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we got one final DC poster, and this is the Superman family. And this looks like it's by Clayton. What is his name? Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Who is this by? Oh, I hate when the poster gets all stuck together. There we go. I don't know who this is, actually. Marvel usually sends me a lot. They used to send me a lot of posters, and DC hardly ever sent me posters. So I'm glad that DC's getting on the ball and sending me more posters to hang up in my shop. All right, let's see what's up first. I've already alphabetized everything, so I just have to go through and count them and mark them off on my little invoice here. Did I do something with my hair? I did. Sushan did something with my hair. We made it like kind of a silver, like a silver gray-ish. Like a little touch of purple. She got a new bleach in at the salon, so she wanted to try it out on me. It's fine. Where's the lid for this? The heat is escaping. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Molly. Yeah, last time I had my hair my regular color is probably the longest I've had it that color in a very, very long time. Let's see. I'm going to start with some trade paperbacks. They got some indie books like Perfect Example from John Porcellino. Brimming with empathy and a charming, self-aware wit. Perfect Example is King Cat zinester John Porcellino's coming-of-age memoir about the momentous and eternal year between the end of high school and the start of college. It's a year of awkward house parties, first kisses, spontaneous open-ended road trips, and struggles with depression. Framed within the context of empathetic recollection, Perfect Example offers up a new way for us to read our own pasts and be kinder to our younger selves. From Drawn and Quarterly. So we got that, and we got, what's this one? Speaking of John Persolino, we got King Cat Classics. This anthology collects material from the first 50 issues of John Persolino's vital zine, King Cat Comics, that he began self-publishing and distributing in 1989. These strips span Persolino's dynamic evolution from saturated punk drawings to his characteristics' refined minimalism. In the inky drawings featuring beloved pets, awkward teenage one-night stands, and everyday blunders, King Cat Classics reveals a nascent style steeped in truth and transparency, one that continues to ring true today. So let's get that. I am the real Quicksilver. You can catch me on next week's episode of WandaVision. Is that so no one can say the baby is making you go gray? Yes. I preemptively went gray to beat him to it. Hello, Mr. JD. What's up? Is it a boy or a girl? Congratulations. It's a boy. He's not out yet. He's still in there. We're going to go induce tomorrow night. So, new comic book day, new baby day. Bob Trait, baby? I don't know what's the question. I don't have him with me. He's still in the belly, if that's your question. I would like to see the baby. My Life in Transition, a super late bloomer collection by Julia Kay. And this is, let's see, the follow-up to the critically acclaimed autobiographical comics collection Super Late Bloomer, documenting transgender artist Julia Kay's life post-transition. My Life in Transition is a story that's not often told about trans lives, what happens beyond the early days of transition. Both deeply personal and widely relatable, this collection illustrates 6 months of Julia's life as an out trans woman, but about the beauty and pain of love and heartbreak, struggling to find support from bio family and the importance of chosen family, moments of dysphoria and misgendering, learning to lean on friends in times of need, and finding peace in the fact that life keeps moving forward. So we got that. My Life in Transition. We got a couple of copies of that one. Got 2 of them. And I guess I went on a John Persolino. I don't know why I ordered so many of these, but I did. We got another John Persolino, Map of My Heart. Never before have so few lines conveyed such a wealth of meaning as in John Persolino's quietly riveting book about memory, relationships, and selfhood. During a period of isolation following a divorce, Persolino penned Map of My Heart, endowing it with the sensitivity and emotional depth so characteristic to his minimalist style. Map of My Heart. And we got Joe and Russ from Audra Winslow. A little cat. At first, Joe and Russ don't realize how much they have in common. She's a middle schooler who's constantly bullied, and he's a high schooler in a rock band. But when a mysterious one-eyed cat brings the two of them together, they quickly learn they're both outcasts trying to figure out what they really want from life in a world where the odds are stacked against them. It's only by becoming friends that they discover who they are, who they want to be, and what it takes for every one of us to find our own happiness. Cartoonist Audra Winslow presents an all-new story about rolling with the punches when life doesn't go your way, and when you have to stand your ground, no matter the cost. From Kaboom! We got Parenthesis from Elodie Durand. Named FNAC's top 10 graphic novels about illness, a triumph of graphic memoir, Parenthesis narrates the author's experience with tumor-related epilepsy, losing herself and finding herself again. Judith is barely out of her teens when a tumor begins pressing on her brain, ushering in a new world of seizures, memory gaps, and loss of self. Suddenly, the sentence of her normal life has been interrupted by the opening of a parenthesis that may never close. Based on the real experiences of cartoonist Durand, Parenthesis is a gripping testament of struggle, fragility, acceptance, and transformation. So that came out. What else we got? We have The Cruising Diaries, expanded edition from Bronte's Purnell, illustrated by Janelle Hassig, adults only. Adults only. Let's see. The Cruising Diaries is writer-musician Bronte Purnell's hilariously unhinged and decidedly unsexy erotic memoir. After leaving small-town Alabama, where romantic options were scant for a black queer punk, Purnell was delighted to discover a wealth of amorous opportunity in his adopted home of Oakland and soon devoted his time to sampling each and every flavor. Tales of taco truck trysts and bathhouse Santas are recounted with reckless humor and Purnell's singular knack for combining sordid details with cultural commentary. Full-color illustrations by Janelle Hassig help bring to life the pathos and comedy inherent in our universal quest for connection. The Cruising Diaries isn't the first queer punk memoir, but it may be the funniest. There you go. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW Collection, Volume 12. Big hardcover boy. All right. Put these aside. I'll be right back. All right. So let's see. We'll get through these comic books. Nice, he says. We are eagerly awaiting. Me too. This friggin' kid. I hope he's cool. What if my kid's not cool? What if he's a big dork like his dad? Ah, poor kid. JD, is there any foods that you and Sushan love or dislike? Yes and yes. There are many such things. I'm going shopping this weekend and wanted to deliver you something next week to take dinner off your list of stuff to do for a few nights. Think think a giant mac and cheese or something like that. Wow, Molly, thank you. Gosh, foods that we love or dislike. I mean, I guess we like mac and cheese. Do people eat mac and cheese as a meal? I don't know. Sushan likes beef stew. I just made her a beef stew a couple weeks ago in the crock pot. What do you like to make? How about that? Give us a couple of options of things that you're thinking of making, and that'll help us narrow it down. Kim does all the time. Kim does what all the time? What did I miss? What are you responding to? Nice, we are eagerly awaiting. Oh, beef stew. Great. We love beef stew. I'll tell you what. I made my first beef stew a couple weeks ago, and I got the beef stew beef that you get at the supermarket. It was really tough. It was like really took a while to chew, is what I'm saying. I don't know how to fix that. Eat mac and cheese for dinner. Oh, Kim does all the time. Eat mac and cheese for dinner. Thank you. There it is. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get to the books. I'm dilly-dallying. No one likes a dilly-dallyer. All right. So we got Black Hammer Visions from the World of Black Hammer. So this is another mini-series from Black Hammer from Patton Oswalt. Elizabeth Johnson says, same. I usually have to have some sort of meat in my food. Like just eating a bowl of macaroni and cheese, I'll eat that and be like, well, that was a delicious side. Where is the rest of my meal? Or I'll just if I don't do that, I'll eat again very shortly. So Black Hammer Visions, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. Good doink. Kid, get yourself a crock pot to slow cook a good beef stew. Yeah, we did that in a crock pot, but, or no, we didn't use a crock pot, did we? Did we use a crock pot? We either used our crock pot or I bought a, what are those things called? A pressure cooker. Instapot. That's what I got. I agree. I need meat or protein with most meals. Yeah. Sid says, TBH, we eat mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs in it. Cool. That sounds great. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my mom used to make me that when I was a wee laddie. She would make, and I don't mean like the big hearty mac and cheese that people bring you in a casserole and a big, you know, like it's a big chunky boy. These are like the little tiny, bright yellow, toxic looking mac and cheese. And she would put, oh, it's kielbasi. She would put, oh yeah, she would put kielbasi in it. But then she would ruin it with peas. And I would have to like eat around all the peas. Bliss number 5 from Sean Lewis. And Caitlin Yarsky comes out this week. It's a cool cover. I like this. $20 in my pocket. I'm coming. Looking for a come up. This is friggin' awesome. Ooh, this looks sexy. Well, it's called Casual Fling, issue 1 of 4. Sex is never safe. Casual Fling. Oh, what are they doing? What are you doing in there? What do you get? Uh-oh. Oh, I see. I see. That's probably a wedding ring, right? So, ooh, infidelities. So this is number 1 of Casual Fling from AWA Upshot. Mature readers only. I got one of those. Oh, Cruising Diaries. We got one of those. We got Casual Fling. We got Bliss. We got Critical Role, Vox Machina Origins, Series 3, number 1. Critical Role, Vox Machina Origins. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. This morning I went and got my, what's it, TPAP? I got a whooping cough vaccine this morning because you're supposed to get that done before you have a baby. I was going to say hot dogs too. Alex and I put thick cut bacon in mac and cheese. All right, Molly. Now you had my, what was it? You have my interest. Oh, what was that? You had my interest. Now you have my. What is that line from the Quentin Tarantino movie? Oh, you had my, what is it? You had my interest, now you have my attention? But also sometimes Alex will just put a whole package of hot dogs. Hello, Volvic Water. Not been here in a while. What's up? How do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 copies of Daredevil, number 27, from Chip Zdarsky. And it is a King in Black tie-in. And for anybody who doesn't know, Daredevil is now Elektra. Wait. Elektra is now Daredevil. So, yeah. How many did I say that quickly? I counted it, and then I forgot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Great. You had my attention, and now you have my interest, or you have my interest, and now you have my attention. I forget which way the words go. Ooh, yes, Molly. I love bacon mac and cheese. Now I want some thick cut bacon mac and cheese. That sounds delicious. Maybe we'll get, can we have that instead of the beef stew? I don't know. They both sound great. Listen, to be honest, as long as it doesn't have mushrooms in it, whatever it is, it's fine. Sushan doesn't like mushrooms. Anything else is great. Just the fact that you're making us food is wonderful. Thank you. Daredevil, this is the variant cover. Let's see. So we got one variant cover. Eternals #2 from Karen Gillan and Asad Ribic. Let's see, how many of these with the big budget Marvel movie coming out eventually. It was supposed to already be out, I think, but because of COVID, it didn't all happen. So yeah, Eternals 2. The first issue was great. I really enjoyed it. And then here's #2. And we have how many copies? 2, 4, 6 copies of the main cover. Also, we watched True Romance last night and this morning. #2. We got a variant cover by Jamie McKelvey. Longtime Facebook acquaintance of mine. Acquaintance, not friend. We are acquaintances. We have friends in common. Let's see, Excalibur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of #18 from Teenie Howard and Marcus Toe. Uh-oh. Everyone looks sad. Why are you guys sad? What are you guys all frowning about? Guess we'll have to read it to find out. Alex and I also don't like mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Sushan doesn't. Sometimes I'll just get, you know, like the raw mushrooms, put a little bit of salt on them, glorp them up. Tell you what, either beef stew or bacon mac. It'll be a surprise based on how much bacon Costco will allow me to purchase. All right. Do they have a bacon cap? Listen, lady, listen. We're happy to ring you up. You got to stop with the bacon. I'm not going to ring up any more bacon for you. You're going to have a heart attack. Mac and cheese with cut up kielbasa is better than hot dogs. That's what I said earlier. Just don't put peas in it, man. Who puts peas in your anything? Who puts peas in anything other than like pot pie? You could put peas in a pot pie. I'm here. Why are we talking about bacon? So, Noel, Molly and Alex are going to make Sushan and I some dinner next week and bring it by so that we don't have to worry about cooking meals. So, it was very nice, very nice. And she offered, what do we like? And I said, Sushan likes beef stew. But then Molly was like, bacon, mac and cheese. And I was like, okay. Yes, I've been told multiple times that I have to put some of the bacon back. Ma'am, we love that you patronize our store. We love having you as a customer. We want to see you come back again and again. But listen, come here. We got to talk about this bacon. You got to put some of that bacon back. Sam hates peas in pasta. Yeah, you know what? Everyone does, because it's gross. Fucking monsters put peas in things. You're right. I love me some Domino's pepperoni bacon mushroom. Oh, that sounds good. I was a little nervous, action figure expert. I thought you were about to be like, I love me some Domino's pepperoni bacon mushroom and peas pizza. I would kick you directly off the internet. I don't know how, but I would find a way. All right. Fantastic Four, #29. Got a bunch of copies of that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 copies of FF, and then one variant. All right. So we got this King in Black tie-in of Fantastic Four. And then there is a variant cover, the aforementioned variant cover. Oh, my nose is itchy. Ugh. I'm not picking my nose, I swear. It's just super itchy. Fantastic Four variant cover starring Sue Richards. And that looks like an R.B. Silva illustration. Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's got it looks a little bit like Lupacino, Manuela Lupacino. That face is a little bit Frank Cho, a little bit Manuela Lupacino. Can't tell. Anyway. Homesick Pilots number 3, which is a punk band dealing with a haunted house story. Let's see. It's a punk band slash haunted house slash go find all of these haunted items that are out in the world and bring them back to the haunted house type story. That classic nugget. Jerry Varela. Hi, Jerry. Have you read any of the Lee Kirby run? And yes, peas are gross on everything. The Lee Kirby run of FF? Listen. No. That's my story. I don't. I'm not a big FF fan. I dip in when there is an interesting creative team, right? So, like, I was interested. I think Mark Miller had written it for a little while. John Hickman had written it for a little while, and I dipped in and out of that. So, yeah, if someone comes along and I'm a particular fan of that creative team, I will jump on the Fantastic Four. I do not have a lot of 60s, 70s Fantastic Four experience. I love those framed variant covers, says Justin. Hi, Justin. Yeah, these are cool, right? These are called the Marvel Masterworks 300th anniversary covers. Very cool. To answer Jerry's question, does anyone here have any Lee Kirby experience for the Fantastic Four? I know, I mean, it's Lee and Kirby, right? So it's probably dope. But I can only read certain books from that era and like actively enjoy them and like get involved in them. Otherwise, I'm sort of distanced from them going, oh, this was a cute time. But like the Spider-Man, Lee, Ditko, John Romita Sr., all that stuff, like I'm in. Like I'm actually engaged in those because I have such a long history with Spider-Man. I love that crap. But yeah, the Fantastic Four was never a big favorite of mine. Action Figure Expert says, actually, I used to work at Pizza Shop. The weirdest thing anyone's ever had on one are cucumbers or pickles. See, now, pickles, I could imagine my wife. My wife is a pickle fiend. And a pickle, let's see, what's pickle fiend? Pickle perv? She's a pickle perv. Nah, that doesn't work. That sounds like she's doing terrible things with pickles. She loves pickles is what I'm saying. I can imagine her having pickles on a pizza. I've read it. Oh, so Ben Deanna. All right, so Jerry, down in the comments. Oh, whoops. Jerry is on YouTube. Ben is on Facebook. Ben, do you recommend the Lee Kirby FF? And I will relay your information to Jerry and answer his question. We're building a community here, god damn it. Noel says, Lee/Kirby, I only really dig the art from that era. I can see the story seems too much to really enjoy the writing beyond the overall story. Okay, so Homesick Pilots, we did that. We got one copy of issue number 3. Oh. Noel, did you buy your copy of Homesick Pilots number 3? I think you did. Let's see, Fear Case, Joe and Russ, we picked that one up. Judge Dredd, False Witness, number 4. This grumpy mother. Look at that guy. Why you frown so much, Judge Dredd? You sad boy. Why you so grumpy? Why you a grumpy bubba? Judge Dredd. I tried, Brian Anderson, hi Brian. I tried a white sauce pickle bacon pizza. It was all right. Ben says, I definitely recommend Lee Kirby FF from a historical perspective, but it's very tough to enjoy the writing and dialogue. Oh, yes. Yes, Noel picked up his copy. Great. All right, so that's that stack of books. Let me go move these. I'll be right back. All right. We got Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl number 4. from Niles and Fruzen. We got 1, 2, 3 copies of that. King in Black 2. We got some reprints of King in Black 2. If anyone needs King in Black 2, there he is. All right, King in Black, Black Panther #1 comes out tomorrow. And we got how many copies? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 King in Black. And this is not Black Panther, the main series. This is the King in Black, Black Panther tie-in. Are you a one-shot? It says end at the end, so I'm assuming it's a one-shot. Now, Thunderbolts. Oh, I didn't notice this in the first one. There's a little, in the O there, we have Kingpin. Little Kingpin picture. So yeah, Thunderbolts #2, another King in Black tie-in from Matt Rosenberg. Just a different era of comics, for better or for worse. Very cheesy plot lines and dialogue, but in a classic kind of way, says Ben Dieno. So for anybody who's asking, I should be open tomorrow because we're not supposed to go into the hospital until the evening. So I'll be here for most of the day tomorrow. But then just Noel had asked me if he should come work tomorrow. Yes, that would be great. All right, so Thunderbolt. So while I'm away on paternity leave, I guess we'll call it, my friends Brian Lieb and Noel will be manning the store for me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 copies of Thunderbolts. Because they're amazing. The Last Witch #2 from Boombox. King Cat Classics, we saw that one earlier. Map of My Heart, we saw that one earlier. Mighty Morphin, #4. Looks like the paparazzi. Paparazzi have gotten a hold of him. Is anybody on TikTok? I need to add friends to TikTok. I think I'm on TikTok under Johnny Destructo. Let's see. Justin says, you can love pickles, but you can't love pickles. Well, I guess you can love them. I shouldn't yuck anyone's yums, so to speak. That is a phrase, I've heard that before. I don't want to yuck your yum, but I'm trying to remember where I heard that from. Brian says, cool King in Black, Black Panther cover. True that. Noel says, sure, I can cover the evening. Good choice of substitutes, yes. You can find them on Sunday mornings on the Cult Pop Spoiler Alert podcast, wherein we review the week's comic books on a live stream, and you can come hang out with us there. And it's way more entertaining than just staring at this friggin' mug. Limited hours, unfortunately. Stupid 9 to 5. Mighty Morphin #4 finally revealing the identity of the mysterious new Green Ranger. Morbius, Bond of Blood #1 from Ralph Macchio, Tom Riley, and Chris O'Halloran. Ooh, you spooky. I wonder if this is any good. Ooh, the art's nice. The art is very reminiscent of Chris Samnee. Look at it. No. Or anybody who knows Chris Samnee, look at this. Look at that. Doesn't that look like Chris Samnee? Whomst I Love? This is a good-looking book. If I didn't know any better, I would have said that was Chris Samnee with a different inker. But it's Tom Riley. All right, let's talk about baby names. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 copies of Morbius. This looks. I'll check this out. Man-Bat from DC last week was actually pretty solid too. Not a character that I usually care about. Same with Morbius. But I'm going to check this out and see if they can make me care about Morbius. Let's see. My kids use "don't yuck my yums" when in regards to talking about things they like that others may not. That's hella Samnee, right? Tom Riley, brah. Samnee Parker Holden. So, no, I was thinking about Riley. So listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing, you guys. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. And I really wanted to name my son Parker. Well, originally I wanted to name him Logan, right? But then the X-Men movies came out in the year 2000, and that put the kibosh on Logan. Everyone was naming their kid friggin' Logan, including my friend Mark. He beat me to it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to tuck Parker back. I'm going to tuck that away, and we're gonna call him Parker. One of my options for a long time was Strummer. That's nonsense. I'm glad I didn't have a child at that point, because I probably would have named him Strummer Holden or Kareko from Joe Strummer from The Clash. Terrible name, terrible idea. I regret it. Glad it never happened. It's good for a character. If you're going to name a character Strummer, great. Not for a human child. And then I was thinking like maybe and then Parker was the one. But then Sushan's friend Heesung, she named her son Parker, so I can't name him Parker. So then I think Parker is going to be the middle name. But then I was like, well, I also like Ben Reilly, who is a Spider-Man, so he counts. Maybe Riley is a nice first name. What about Riley? But then Sushan was like, I don't like the name Riley, so that's out. But I think Parker's going to be the kid's middle name. All right, Norse Mythology from Neil Gaiman, number 5. With a nice David Mack cover. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. 2, 4, 6, 7. Norse Mythology. My Life in Transition. We already saw that one. Ben Reilly, I don't want to yuck your yum. I'll love the kid regardless of being a clone. Mora Parker Holden. Oh, Dan Mora. Mora Parker Holden. The Morbius art seems a bit retro to me. It absolutely is retro, yes. Very much like Chris Samnee is a retro kind of artist. Cook Parker Holden. What about Miles? I like Miles too. Miles Holden. I don't know. That's the thing. My old name was Kareko, and it's a much easier name to have a first name with Kareko. There's a lot more options. Just the way it sounds. But like Holden is a much more difficult name to have a first name to that makes it sound well, that makes it flow, So I think Kai Holden is good. But like you couldn't do Logan Holden, right? Logan Holden, it's a weird sounding name. Oh, I forgot to put my light on. Not to be a dork, but let's also note that you wanted to name your child 2 different Buffy love interest names too. Riley, I remember Riley. Not Angel, not Spike. Who's another Buffy? All I can think of is Riley, who I hated. That kid sucked. Angel? Xander wasn't a love interest. Who's the other love interest that I'm missing? Miles Parker Holden. See, Miles Parker Holden is a little bit too much Spider-Man. That's like putting Spider. What do you say? No, it's like, oh, you've got a hat on a hat. That's your phrase, right? They usually say. Sounds like an amazing musician. Turn it off. Oh, that's rude. Parker. Parker? Buffy had a love interest named Parker? I don't remember Parker. Who the hell is Parker? Parker is the dude she slept with first at college. I do not remember that. It has been so long since I have watched those seasons of Buffy. Orcs, #1. I have one copy of that from Christine Larson, who is in Philly as well. Another Facebook acquaintance. So we got her new comic book. Parenthesis we did, or parentheses. Perfect example. We did. Okay, Power Pack #3 from Ryan North and Nico Leon. So that comes out tomorrow. Power Pack, part of the Outlawed storyline that is running through Miles Morales Spider-Man, the Champions, Ms. Marvel. A hat on a hat, yeah. I can't picture Parker from Buffy. Yeah, I don't know who Parker is from Buffy. Radiant Black is a dope-ass looking book. Look at this cover. Look at that cover. Got one copy, and it looks great. Radiant Black. Power Pack, we did that one. Scarent Hood. Oh, I think Noel picked up his copy of Scarent Hood, so we can mark that off. Amazing Spideyman. Our daughter's middle name is Louise for Simonson. Aw, Louise Simonson. That's lovely. Power Pack? I thought they died in the 80s. Well, they're back. And they're still children. Amazing Spider-Man #59. Legacy #860. Mr. Negative. I just fought him in the Spider-Man game, and I whooped his rumpus. Also, for anybody who likes Alien, Alien #1 from Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador LaRocca comes out in 2021, March. So, yeah. Marvel Comics has the rights to both Alien and Predator now. Noel says, yo, Radiant Black was pretty darn good. Solid setup with interesting characters. Wheezy. Wheezy? Parker is this guy. Oh, so she made a link. Parker Abrams was his name. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. And then there's a variant. There's a couple of variant covers. And there's this one. Oh, by Manuela Lupacino. Classic Spidey. There's this one, which is a Mech Strike variant. There's a new Avengers book called Avengers Mech Strike. And so there's some mechs. I guess they're just big robots. Oh, Wheezy, Louis Simonson. He looks remarkably like Xander. Does he? Now I got to click this link. It's not a link. I have to copy and paste it. Oh, I can't copy and paste it. Never mind. I don't have access to actually select that in this program. And then there's this one. Another variant cover. Oh, I see. This is a second printing of number 56. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my market. I'm coming. Want to see some other stuff I got in? Let me take you. There were a couple of Miyazaki books that are back in print, like My Neighbor Totoro picture book and Princess Mononoke picture book. Very cool. Some of my favorite animated films of all time. All right, we got that stack of books. Honestly, I was just trying to make an offhand joke and it tanked. It's all good. Didn't Buffy also have a love interest in Faith? Didn't Buffy also have a love interest in Faith? Like, was Faith a love interest for Buffy? There was something about Faith that always bothered me. Just Elijah Dushku's portrayal of that character. Or maybe it wasn't the portrayal of the character. Maybe it was the way the character was written. But her whole, like, I'm 5x5, B. It was just trying so hard. And she always came across as obnoxious to me. I just never really liked her. She didn't feel like a tough guy. She felt like someone playing a tough guy. And I can't tell if maybe that was just the layers of the character. Maybe the character was supposed to be someone playing a tough guy, but Elijah Dushku's portrayal just felt like, you know, there's some actresses that come on set and you're like, oh shit, they're a tough guy. But Elijah Dushku always seemed like she was just trying to play tough, and it never really rung true for me. Buffy and Faith only count as a couple in my gay dreams. Is daydreams but gay. Fan fiction and or subtext regarding Faith and Buffy. Was it her terrible Boston accent? Maybe. All right, Star Wars Darth Vader, number 10, Into the Fire, the Red Horror. It's a lot going on with that title. Star Wars Darth Vader, Into the Fire, the Red Horror, issue number 10 from Greg Pak. Look at that's a cool cover. I like that you can see, you rarely see Darth Vader's, like, what he looks like underneath the gloves and boots. His, like, mechanics. 2, 4, 6, 8 copies of that. And then we got some reprints of Star Wars The High Republic number 1. And we've got Jedi, this issue, Jedi versus Jedi, Skier versus his Padawan, whose name I've forgotten. Skier and Keeve. So yeah, I'm enjoying the High Republic stuff thus far. Before the Skywalker saga, there was the High Republic. And this takes place 200 years before the Skywalker saga. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 copies of that. And then Sword number 3. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 copies of that. Yeah. By Al Ewing. I really enjoyed the first 2 issues of Sword. I think that's actually, Sword is the only X-Men book that I'm currently reading as it comes out right now. Not on purpose. It's not like I'm trying to avoid the X-Men. It's just, that's the one that I see it and I'm like, ooh, and I read it. All right. Taskmaster number 3. What are we looking at here? Is this Black Cat? She seems to have his shield on her butt. But then there's all that like white fur. It's like is that a tail? What am I looking at? Who are you? I'm gonna look inside. Oh, nope. Nope, that's not Black Cat. Who is that? Who are you? The White Fox. I've never heard of her. But yeah, the White Fox shows up. Undiscovered Country, number 12. I'm way behind on this, but I'd like to catch up. It's a very solid series that I was enjoying, but I'm like 6 issues behind on. Boots with the fur. Yeah, it's not. I thought that was her too. I think it's just the title treatment, the shield on the butt. Oh, really? You're right. Yes. Yep, you are absolutely right. That is the title of the book. That's the logo. That's a huge logo for a book. If possible, can you put a Taskmaster aside for me? No. But, because I got 1 copy in from my 1 subscriber. Let's see. Who is John Richter. So you can't have that one, Justin, but I will put it on your list, and I will order you in another copy. So I'm just typing that in now. Taskmaster for Justin. And we're going to go to the special orders. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Never ending scrolling. Here we go. Taskmaster number. Shit. What number was that? Number 3 of 5. For Justin. All right. Oh, Justin, if you're on TikTok, I did a video the other day, which I think you should respond to, about aging punks. You can find me on TikTok at Johnny Destructo. All right. So we got 3 copies of Undiscovered Country. Did we? I probably got 4, and Noel already bought his, but let me double check. Undiscovered Country, yep, 4, so Noel got his. True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, TMNT Ongoing. All right, Wasted Space, number 19. Got 1 of those. Yeah. Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. Is that Ridley? Like John Ridley? Who's the Ridley? Oh, look at that. John Ridley, Donnie Cates, Jed McKay. So Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood is a anthology series. And different teams every issue. And this one has 3 different ones. John Ridley, who's been doing the other History of the DC Universe, which is one of my favorite books that are coming out from DC. As well as Donnie Cates did one. That's kind of cool. So we got 4 copies of that. Good doink. Oh, bye, Noel. He's got a meeting. And you're welcome, Justin. And then X-Force number 17. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of those. Oh. Nice. I died 100 times and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. It's cute. All right. So that's that stack of books. What is this one? I got a straggler down here. What are you? Oh, sword for Randy. Right. I have to put one of those aside for Randy. I'll be right back. Also, for anyone who didn't get the message, we're not having book or movie club tonight at 8 o'clock because it's our last night before we have to go into the hospital to have a baby. So we're going to be taking care of other things tonight. And also, there was a lot of confusion because we were supposed to have book club tonight, but then the books never showed up. So then we're going to have movie night, but then a lot of people didn't have time to do the movie yet. So we're just canceling tonight, and we'll get back on track next week. Brian Anderson says, I'm a low-key Quentin Quire fan. My dude, me too. I love Quentin Quire. I don't know if you ever saw, but I inadvertently looked exactly like Quentin Quire a couple of years ago. It was completely unintentional, and that's just how I looked. I'm looking to see if I have a picture of it. But I had like the bright pink hair, I had the glasses. You can't really see it very well, but I had the bright pink hair. It was like shaved on the sides. Anyway, no one cares. That's after it grew out a little bit and my cat is pawing me in the face. But yeah, I always like Quentin Quire. I almost got that tattoo that he has, but I never got around to it. Anyway, all right, so that's the diamond stuff. I think that's all of it. Now let's do some DC, y'all. American Vampire 1976 from Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque, wrapping up the American Vampire series that started about 10 years ago, maybe. 2 different covers. Oh, I like this one. That's nice. There is a, Kare Andrews did the cover for a 80-page giant called DC Love is a Battlefield. I told you we should have stayed in this year, says Poison Ivy to Harley Quinn. That is a great cover. Oh, and it's the plant from the cartoon, from the Harley Quinn cartoon. The one who looks like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Let's see, this has work by Christos Gage, Cavan Scott, who's one of the new Star Wars writers for High Republic, Regine Sawyer, Rob Guillory, Juan Gideon, Mark Russell, Sina Grace, Pop Man, John Ridley, and Tim Seeley. This is a great cover. I love this cover. Look at the expressions. It's a little ojuego there. I think that's, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that strange anime face where people cross their eyes, look up, and stick out their tongue. I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. Dark Detective, number 3 from Mariko Tamaki. This series has been great. It's been one of the better Future State issues or series. I'm excited to wrap this up. Also with a really great grifter backstory. And this is the variant cover. So it looks like we've got the Bruce Wayne Batman meeting up with the next Batman. I always liked Quire's shirts. Magneto was right. I have that shirt. Apocalypse made some valid. I don't think I saw that one. Apocalypse made some valid points. That's funny. Green Lantern Future State, number 2. Also featuring Jon Stewart and Teen Lantern. And there's a variant cover for that one. With, ooh, is this Jamal? Not Jamal Campbell. Yeah, Jamal Campbell. Is this Jamal Campbell? No. Someone named Price. Who is this? I gotta pop some tags. Turn it down. I've recently gone through all of the, almost all of the Spider-Man movies. I watched the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and Far From Home and Homecoming, but I haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man recently. I remember really loving those. Ooh. Nice. This looks cool. Anyway, I guess it's a friggin' secret. I'm looking to see who this this cover artist is, because I think they do cover art for Far Sector, one of the best Green Lantern book that's being published right now. But oh, it is Jamal Campbell. Variant cover. I knew it was Jamal Campbell, but for some reason at the bottom, I'm seeing something Price. But yeah, that's totally Jamal Campbell. That's what I thought. Nice cover. All right, so there's that. Justice League Future State, number 2. Another very cool cover. Also featuring the Justice League Dark. Very cool. There's a variant cover. Kara Zor-El, Superwoman. Ooh, this is nice too. Number 2. Much better cover than the first issue. That's real cool. And this is her variant cover. She's zapping you right in the nipples. Right? Zap. Very cool JL variant, says Brian. Looked like a movie poster. Yeah, cool, right? Hey, Brian, did you see, what was that evil Superman movie? Brightburn? We got Future State Robin Eternal, which is a Tim Drake story. And the variant cover by Daniel Warren Johnson, I think. Yeah, it's got to be Daniel Warren Johnson. I did see Brightburn. Scary Evil Kid movies is right up my alley. It was pretty good. I would like them to do a Brightburn too. I would watch another one of those. That one scene with the guy's jaw. Bah, gross. You know, you can always tell. You can always tell a dipshit. There was a bunch of honking going on out the window here in the street. And I looked over, and it was a guy with a full-sized American flag. Can always tell if there is a truck with a full-sized American flag on it. You might run into some problems with them. Which is interesting, right? It's an interesting stance to have because it makes me seem like I'm anti-American, right? Which I'm not. But anybody who's that into showing you that he loves America, you're going to have some issues. Probably. You're probably going to have some issues. But Brian, your child is an angel based on my experience. Molly, but always got to prepare for the worst. Not going to be one of the parents in Stephen King stories that are in denial. Superman Wonder Woman #2 from Future State. With a cover by Lee Weeks, I believe. He's gotten really loose over the years. But I still love him. And a variant cover from Superman Wonder Woman by Terry and Rachel Dodson, the husband and wife team of Terry and Rachel Dodson. Molly says, nope, it's unfortunate but true that flags are a fucking warning sign now, right? Like, what the heck? Teen Titans #2 from Future State comes out. And there's a variant cover by this looks like gosh, who does this look like? This is Dustin Nguyen, maybe? Yeah, look at that. Look at those cape folds. That's Dustin Nguyen for sure. What's this character's name? Red X or something? Is that too on the nose? Forget his name. I have a feeling it's Red X for some. Yeah. We got Dodson over here. Nationalism versus patriotism. Yep. Speaking of Green Lantern, there's Future State Green Lantern, which comes out this week, but there's also Green Lantern Season 2, #11 from Grant Morrison. On a world of savage sorcery, is this the last stand for space cop Hal Jordan? Contest of Crowns. With a cover by Liam Sharp. Bwamp, bwamp, bwamp. So we got covers there. We got that. And we have a variant cover. Oh, this is nice. Little variant cover. We got Mogo in the background, the big world planet. Green Lantern. Got Kilowog. Alan Scott, the Teen Lantern. Oh, man. It's been and Sojourner. It's been a while since I have read like an in-continuity Green Lantern series that I'm really enjoying. This Grant Morrison run is not for me. I have a bunch of customers who love it, but it's not the Grant Morrison that I enjoy reading. And I wish there was a series like the Green Lantern Corps. That was a good series with Peter J. Tomasi writing it. But yeah, I'd rather read the other Green Lanterns than Hal Jordan. I just don't care about Hal Jordan anymore. I liked him growing up, but now he's just the boring Green Lantern to me. Like Barry Allen. don't give a crap about Barry Allen, ever. Like, the TV show's cute, but reading about him and his little bow tie, just don't care. I'm a Wally West guy. But like the other Green Lanterns and other Flashes, I love them. It's like, I'm the same way with Batman. I care way more about the Bat family than I do the Batman. I'd rather read a Robins book. Oh man, if they gave us a Robins book, which is just all of the Robins, no Batman. I mean, Batman could come and go, whatever. But if we just had all of the Robins in one book, that'd be dope. You could throw in, the Batgirls as well. The whole Bat family. Give me a Bat family book where they all team up. Rorschach number something. Oh, issue 5. Another very cool cover. The Vietnam sequence. Very cool. And there's a variant cover. Look like this. From Dennis Cohen, who is a classic The Question artist. So it's kind of cool that they got the Question artist of, the renowned Question artist to do a Rorschach cover, considering Rorschach is based off The Question. Pretty cool. And last but not least, or I guess second to last but not least, oh, here we go. I'm sorry, I got comments. I got to check in on the comments. I really hate the conservative mentality that they think they own patriotism and that liberals hate America. I can love where I'm from and still want to make the bad parts of it better. Not a super patriotic person by default, but I'm still annoyed by it. Yeah, you see things. I don't want to make this a political show, a political hangout. But, I see those people on TikTok, the MAGA hat wearing folks, and they don't understand where all of our Biden paraphernalia is. Like, how come you don't have Biden stuff on your lawn and you're not wearing Biden hats and Biden sweatshirts and Biden socks and Biden condoms? Like, just because we don't care. They're not celebrities to us. They're presidents. They're there to do their job, not to get tickled by our fandom, by our undying loyalty. Get out of here. It's fine. Listen, it's fine. It's not. It's fine if you support Trump. No, it's not. It's fine if you're a Republican. Republicans, great. To me, Trump supporters are a whole different thing. And I have some friends. I had some friends who were Trump supporters. And, if that's your decision, that's fine. More power to you. We're not going to hang out. It's fine. But yeah, he's a celebrity, not a president. Or I guess he's neither now, but I don't know. I just don't understand like that undying loyalty to a deity who's he's there to do a job. Relax. If you're glad he's in office, that's fine. But why it's your entire personality, that I don't get. It just doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. I'm here to talk about comics. Sorry. Sinestro Corps War was the last storyline I liked, says Brian. I really like that one. It kind of went off the rails. The Jeff Johns run on Green Lantern, which is my favorite run on Green Lantern, went off the rails a little bit. They got a little too heavy into the color core. What was that called? The color spectrum Green Lanterns? The Lantern Corps. No, the color what was I can't think of the word. Hal Jordan is like the Tom Brady of Green Lanterns. I don't get that reference. I know who Tom Brady is. He does a sport. That's my Tom Brady. Is he the guy who was like fighting dogs? He was like abusing dogs. Is that guy? He would like pick up dogs and punch them. I never really paid attention. I know that there was a sport guy who was mean to dogs, and I think his name was Tom Brady, but I might have that completely wrong. Sorry. Someone asked me, one of my customers texted me Sunday, and he goes, "Oh, hey JD, who do you like for tonight?" And I went, Who do I like for tonight? What does this text mean? It's clearly meant for me. It's got my name on it. It says, JD, who do you like for tonight? And I said, what the boogans? I don't know what they're talking. Oh, it's a sport night. It's the Super Bowl, I think. Is tonight the Super Bowl? Yes, I think tonight's the Super Bowl. And I said, I have no idea who's playing. And then I'm trying to think. He sent me a pretty funny response. Scrolling. Oh, I'm scrolling too long. I'm sorry. I thought this would be easier to find. Nope. But basically, the whole gist of it was, your kid's going to love sports because you don't. That's the way it's going to go. And I said, I know. Robins, basically party of 5. Yes. I'm thinking of Vic. Thank you. Vic, not Vic Stone, Cyborg. I'm sure he's very nice to dogs. Somebody is, oh, I'm getting a package. I'll be right back. Let me put up my little banner that says, JD will be right back after these messages. Hello. I'm sorry for ranting on my live stream about comics. That was inappropriate. I should not have done that. But I think the people who are here with me are friends in my real life. So I'm not too worried about it. I think we're all buds here. Oh, I have comments. I'm thinking of Michael Vick. He was into dog fights. That's it. He's the guy who would pick up random dogs in the street and just punch them in the face, right? I have that story. That's the story. Super Bowl is like my Christmas. Oh, hi, Hal. That's nice. Halloween is my Christmas. I have a snack section in my store, and because of COVID, all of my snacks have been there for a little long, and so now the chocolate is starting to turn into whatever happens to chocolate. So now I'm just eating them. Uh-oh. Now I have to wash my hands. Damn it. I can't touch these books after I touch chocolate. I didn't think of that. I'll be right back. Okay. Daniel. Hi, Daniel. He says, I have no idea who played in the Super Bowl either. Nope. No, I still don't know. I'm getting a package, says Brian Anderson. I was not getting a package. Turns out that was for the people who live upstairs. Rant away! All right. Sweet Tooth, The Return, number 4 of 6 from Jeff Lemire. Got 3 copies of that, Johnsky. And last but not least, Batman Joker War hardcover. This was a fun mini story in Batman from James Tynion IV and Jorge Jimenez. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. Stop me if you've heard this one. Yep. I got 2 copies of that. All right, so that's all the comics. All right. Miss you, JD. If you don't like Hal Jordan, then who is your favorite Green Lantern? For the longest time, it was... I almost said Hal Jordan. It was... Oh, hold on. I'm getting a package. Hold on. Hello. Yeah, I'm still waiting for packages that were... Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so before it was marked as undeliverable, and then yesterday they were marked as delivered. Good. Last night at 7 p.m. it says they were delivered, but they weren't. Do you have packages for me? Great. I'm expecting packages, and they were listed as, several days ago, before the snowstorm, they were listed as undeliverable. A delivery attempted, not able to deliver it, and then last night they were labeled as delivered. Even though I was here at 7 p.m., said it was delivered, they were not delivered. So now he's going back to his truck to get my packages. I don't understand that. Don't mark a package delivered if it is not delivered. It said left at mailbox. No, it wasn't. I'm going to angrily eat my Reese's peanut butter cup, which I don't even like. I don't even like Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm going to eat it angrily. Oh, I can't eat you angrily, chocolate. I like you too much. I like chocolate, and I like peanut butter. But I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter cups. I like the little ones. The peanut butter to chocolate ratio is... That was not me making a white power sign. That was me showing you the size of the little... How do I do it without making... Yeah. I like the little fun size ones. My favorite Green Lantern was Kyle Rayner. Because he was in his 20s and was a graphic designer. When I was a graphic designer in my 20s, mwah, perfect. Perfect Green Lantern. And he like made really cool constructs with his ring because he had an artistic mind, and he wouldn't just make a giant punching bag. He would make a giant mecha, or pop culture-y things, like fun pop culture things that had a lot of detail in them. I loved his also Sojourner right now in Far Sector is a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying Teen Lantern. Occasionally, I like Guy Gardner when he's not being too much of a dickhead. Like, I like the Jeff Johns version of Guy Gardner, where he came from a family of Boston cops. So he was a little rough around the edges, but he wasn't like a complete dickhead, you know? I'm sorry, I'm just keeping an eye out because he's still going to be bringing me my packages. So yeah, I also like Gnort. Gnort was fun. And he showed up in the new Future State Green Lantern. I like that he showed up, looking much different, much more badass. So yeah. What are you guys up to tonight? Since we're not doing book club, I still have so much work to do. I have to get all these Etsy orders out. I have to print all these t-shirts. I have to mail them out. I have to get them to the post office by 4:30. I have an hour. So I should probably get out of here soon. But if anybody has any questions or comments or concerns, or if you want to rant about politics and how I'm an idiot, that's cool too. All are welcome. I've run out of stuff to say. Oh, it's a comment. Since we're not doing book club, I'll probably catch up on work since I had off yesterday. Don't you hate that? You get off and you're all excited, but then you got to catch up on the stuff that you didn't do because you were off. Ah. So yeah, I don't know. Wow, we have to finish getting the baby room together. We got to finish all sorts of stuff. We got to pack for the hospital because once we're in there, that's it. We can't leave. So we got to make sure we've got stuff to keep us busy while we're inducing, which could take many, many hours. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Make sure we have everything. Phone chargers, all sorts of stuff. Just to let you know, the G is silent in Gnort, so his name is just pronounced Nort. To you, maybe. To me, he will always be Gnort. Since we're gossiping about framing Britney Spears and Armie Hammer. Framing Britney Spears for what? Favorite board games. Oh, hi, Earl Hoffman. You texted me. I believe you texted me. I'm supposed to check on something for you. What was that? That was... What was that? A-Force. You want to know if I had A-Force. Let me go check that real quick. Okay, my packages came. I'll be right back. Did I watch the documentary yet? Framing Britney's... Oh, my favorite board game is... gosh, what was it called? Camp Blood. No, Camp Grizzly. It's a horror movie. It's a 1980s horror movie board game. I also really like... Betrayal at the House on the Hill is another fun one. Framing Britney Spears is the documentary that just dropped about how she has no control of her life legally. I saw that. I mean, I saw that she had that problem, but isn't she an adult? I did. Oh, Elizabeth Johnson, did you watch the documentary yet? And Armie Hammer is apparently just actually his character from Sorry to Bother You. Did you decorate the baby room with a bunch of comic book stuff? As the baby goes up, he will have comic book stuff in his head. It's true. He's going to be inundated with comic books. All right, so I'm checking on A-Force. All right. I do not have the A-Force trade paperback, Earl Hoffman, but it looks like A-Force, nope, they're all out of print. A-Force Rage Against the Dying of the Light, which is volume 2, is on back order, and I can try and order that in for you. And the only thing that's actually readily available is A-Force Presents Volume 2, which isn't the series. It's just a bunch of issues with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Mighty Thor, Jane Foster Thor, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. So yeah, Life Force is out of print right now, which is a shame. I always meant to read that. She was put in a conservatorship, so she has no control of her money and essentially no freedom. Usually it's only used for elderly people with dementia who cannot manage their lives. That's interesting. I know that woman has had a tough go of it due to the paparazzi and her fans, or like people who give a shit about stuff like that, right? Like, I don't care about the personal lives of celebrities, but a lot of people do, and it ruins the lives of celebrities. It's awful. God. You should play Betrayal Legacy Edition if you love the regular one. Restoration Games have talked about doing a Camp Grizzly just like they did for Fireball Island. I ordered in Fireball Island for myself, but then a customer saw it and wanted to buy it, so I sold it. Now I don't have it. Oh, you're welcome, Earl. I'm sorry. I wish I could order it in for you. I liked the first A-Force. What was that part of Secret Wars? That was cool. And I like that girl. I forget. She was like a whole Starfield. I forget what her name was, but she was like very young and sort of enthusiastic. And she's the one who tries to get them all back together in the first issue of the second series. And that's all I've read so far. But then I sold them, and now I can't get them back in. So yeah, I got a bunch of packages I have to open. I have to do the subscriptions. I have to print a bunch of t-shirts for my Etsy orders, which, by the way, if anyone wants to buy any of my art prints or t-shirts that I design and print myself, you can go to johnnydestructo.com, and that will take you to my Etsy store. So yeah, I have gritty t-shirts that I did. Bad Things Happen in Philadelphia. I've got Baby Yoda. I've got Fuck You, Fuck You, Fuck You, You're Cool. I got a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of art prints, which are mostly movie posters that I've hand drawn and designed, and prints of those and stuff like that. So anyway, go to johnnydestructo.com and buy my stuff. And Molly, thank you so much for offering to make us some food. I'm so excited to eat food that you're going to bring us when we have our newborn. Thank you, everybody. I might not see you for a little while because I will be on paternity leave, raising my son, changing lots of diapers, which I have yet to I've never changed a diaper. So, that's exciting. Anyway, I guess that's it. Hopefully I will meet my son tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll post about it on something. I'm sure I'll take some pictures and put it on Instagram or something. Follow me on TikTok. I just got a TikTok. It's at Johnny Destructo. Thanks, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you. I'll see you soon. The store will still be open because either Noel or Brian will be manning the shop for me. I think it's going to be Wednesdays. New Book Day will still be open. Thursdays will be closed, but then at least Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be at least Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday every week, but maybe Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You might want to call ahead just to make sure that someone's here. It's only going to be for a little while until I'm able to like get out of the hospital, have a little time with my son, and then I'll be back to work. So take it easy, JD. You will be missed on Sunday. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, guys. Thank Molly. Bye. Love you. Bye.